Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm incredibly excited to share a project that has consumed my life for the past few months, which is my first SaaS application. If you've ever dreamed of building your own software product, or if you're just curious about how AI can truly revolutionize your marketing efforts, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of Shotsfolio, which is an AI-powered content transformation platform designed to save marketing teams a massive amount of time. So as you can see, it's powered by Claude 4 Sonnet and GPT-4. If I scroll down here, you can see Claude 4 Sonnet, GPT-4, and GPT Image 1. This is used to generate the images for each transformation. And then it helps you transform one piece of content into dozens, saving you 70% of your time with AI that transforms your content for 8 platforms and 30 plus formats: X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, blog posts, email newsletters, podcast scripts, and infographics. And for these 30 plus formats, it means that, let's say for X, we have those standard posts, the ones for free users, and then we have those long posts for premium users. We have polls, articles for LinkedIn, we have newsletters, articles for blog posts, etc. So I'm going to take you through the features we have. The first feature we have is the content transformation, which is the main purpose of the application. It's content repurpose AI, which helps you publish everywhere. What this happens is you upload your content, the AI analyzes your content, and then you select your brand voice, you set up your audience, and then the AI transforms the content for you. And then for either of the formats, let's say if it's for X, it creates this for you. For LinkedIn, for Facebook, for Instagram, blog posts, email content, podcast content, or either visual content. Then once done, it creates a default image for you, and then you can publish to your integrated social media account. You're integrating this for X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. We have those for now. And then the next feature we have is brand voice management. This helps you to actually create a brand voice inside Shotsfolio, so that when transforming your content, the AI can learn from your brand voice. You can either create that brand voice from scratch, or you can use the pre-built templates that already exist in the application. Like we have these ones. I'm going to show you those templates later in the dashboard. The next feature we have is audience targeting. This also helps you to set up your audience in the dashboard, so that when transforming content, the AI can grab your brand voice, and then it can also grab your target audience for that, and then it's going to generate a transformed content for that brand voice, and also ensuring that the audience are considered. And then we have another feature, which is social media integration. This helps you to integrate the 4 social media accounts I told you about. We have X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. We have those for now, so that like you can actually publish directly, or you can schedule to be published later. Right now I'm working on an automation feature. We don't have that yet, but you can integrate your social media accounts, only those 4. And as you can see here, we have social media integration security, so you don't have to worry about connecting your accounts. And then the next feature we have is analytics and insights. This is simply when you add content. Let's say you have a long blog post, and then you add it to the platform, the AI tries to give you analysis, like do this is what you need to improve, etc. So that's our analytics feature. And then you have AI image generation. This helps you create for each transformation. Let's say you're transforming content, right? The AI can learn from that content. It's going to transform, and then it can create a transformation and a matching image for that. And then on top of this feature, we have image repurposing. This means, like, let's say you run a Shopify store or you have like e-commerce products, so you need like similar images of the same product. So this is what image repurposing is going to do. You simply upload that image and then the AI is going to create similar images based off the numbers you have listed, the number of images you actually want. So this is where we use GPT image 1, which is the latest as of May 2025. It is the latest AI image generation. And then you have the web harvest. This helps you to extract and harvest content from URLs from websites instead of like writing them manually. Even though we have those features where you can enter content manually, but you have the web harvest. Also for the image repurposing, you can enter a link and then it can extract images from that link. And then finally you have the content library, which is simply where you store the media assets, the snippets, the templates which you want to reuse later on. And then you have some few tools here. Then you have the pricing. You have a free plan which gives you 20 transformations per month, and you can connect X and LinkedIn platforms. Only 10 AI image generations per month, one social account, and then all those features. We have a starter plan, a professional plan, and a business plan. You can go through the application on the link below. So I'm going to sign in, but before I do that, you can book a demo of the application. You can contact us via this form, or you can leave feedback. So I'm going to sign in. We are using email, password, and we have Google for now, so I'm going to use Google. Once you have finished registering, or once you've logged in, you're taken to this dashboard page which shows you your transformation usage. You have some quick action buttons here. You have recent activities and the platforms available on your plan. So I'm going to take you through each feature. We have all these links. So you're going to start with social connections, where you can actually connect your social media accounts. As you can see, I've connected my Facebook account, my LinkedIn, and my X account. You can connect more accounts from this button. Add another X account, add another LinkedIn account, Facebook, Instagram. But for Instagram, you need business accounts that are connected through Facebook so that you can actually connect that account. I'm going to create another video of my development process, of how I came out with this project, how the struggles I've gone through, the development, what I've learned, etc. So here you can connect your social media account. Next, you can create, here is where you can create your brand voice. You can either import that brand voice, meaning you can come and paste that brand voice here, or you can upload a file, and then once you hit import brand voice, the AI is going to analyze that brand voice and then create a brand voice for you. You can also use the templates that already exist. As you can see here, you can use these templates by clicking use template, or you can go ahead and create a new brand voice from scratch. This trains the AI such that when it's transforming content, it can actually preserve your brand voice. Okay, and then you have our audience profiles. Here is where you can add audiences. The same happens. You can either create from scratch, or you can use quick templates where you add basic information, demographics, psychology, behavior. This is the first stage of the app, so it's going to be improved later. And also you can see you have some few templates here. So that's social connections, brand voice, and audience profiles. So I'm going to create content. So this is the create content page. You can start by either creating content, connecting your social media accounts. Yeah, so here you can either write the content manually, upload a file, or enter a URL. So let's say we want to do a test content. So hit next. This means you're going to be able to write content here. As you can see, we have an editor, and then if we go back and then you hit upload file, then hit next. Here you can upload a file from your computer, and then content URL, you can just paste a URL here. And then we have this feature, which is a web harvest feature. I'm going to show you how this works. So let's say I want to actually transform content for Shotsfolio, right? So I'm going to come and let's say I click this one because I already have one content. I'm going to copy this link and then I'm going to come and paste it here, and then we're going to harvest content. We have some few advanced options here: include images, include metadata, extract main content and the images. So it's harvesting the content, and as you can see, it has finished extracting the content from that URL. So I'm going to hit create content. Once the content is created, you are taken to the transform content page where you can see all the extracted content. And as you can see, if I come back to the URL, you can see that it has successfully extracted the content from that page. It's actually a lot of content. Then you can see the word count, the reading time, and then this is a transformation tab. We don't have a transformation yet. We are going to create one in a minute. So let me come back. I had one transformation, so I'm going to show you how it looks like before we create one. So this is the one you have entered, right? And then I had did this earlier. So this is for the main page, our main page here. So if I click the transformations, you can see I have a LinkedIn transformation and it's already published. As you can see here, published. So this is what the AI generated. This is an article I created for it, and this is how I published it. I just used this model. We are going to come to that later. And if I open my LinkedIn, and then here it is, I posted it 2 days ago. Here is the post, and it was posted as it is, including the image. So let's go back here. Then once you've extracted the content, you're going to hit transform, which you can edit, delete, yeah, and then you're taken to this page where you select a platform. We have 6 steps. You can select the platform: X, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, blog post, newsletter, infographic, or podcast script. So I'm going to select X. You select the format if you want a thread, premium, poll, or standard post. So I'm going to select standard post. The reason we have these two is because like the regular tweets have a character limit of 280, and then the premium ones, they updated it such that there is a higher character limit. So let's come back before we continue. If you come to LinkedIn, you can see we have standard post, article, document, newsletter, event, poll. That's all for LinkedIn, and the system is trained such that if we select a standard post, it can't generate content that is way above the LinkedIn expected limit for standard post. The same for an article. All this, and then we have Facebook. We have this for Facebook. Instagram, we have this as well. And then blog posts, we have standard article, listicle, case study, how to guide. This normally takes some time because now we have the thinking capability in the backend. So, and let's say if you want a how to guide, it's a bit longer, so it might take 1 minute. We have newsletter formats, as you can see: standard post, announcement, promotional, digest, and then you have infographic, the same, and then you have podcast scripts. So let's come back to the X one. I select the standard post, and then here is where you select the brand voice we entered earlier. So I'm going to select one, professional, corporate, and then my target audience is tech professionals. Here you select your content, tone, and style. So conversational, you're going to say inspirational and educational, then hit next. Here is where you add media assets. I'm going to show you who the media assets in a minute. So here is where you select all the media assets, the ones we have in the system. And then if you don't want to add media assets, templates or snippets, you just leave it as is. And then we have the image tab. Here is where we generate an AI image for the transformation, which is set to default. And for each transformation, it consumes one transformation and one image. Here you can add your custom image prompt or leave it empty so that the AI can use the content to generate an image. And then you have the last tab, which has custom instructions if you have any custom instructions for the AI. And then here you add your domain URL. This is going to help the AI create relevant call to action in your content. So let's add the domain, and then we have additional options. If you didn't add a domain here, you can select if you want a call to action, if you want hashtags, and if you want emojis. And let's say for X you have to 80 character limit. So in case you select all these, the AI is going to understand that it's supposed to make sure even if you have all these, it's supposed to maintain the character limit. So once done, you're going to hit transform content. And as you can see, we are transforming. And then we get this transformation started. This may take 60 to 300 seconds. So you're going to wait for it to transform. And as you can see, the content has been transformed. You can see we have a standard post for X. It has emojis as requested. It has hashtags. Here they are. The image takes a little bit longer, but you can see stop spending hours repurposing content. Our AI transforms one post into 30 plus formats for X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram in 25 seconds, 92.2 accuracy. So it is summarized the whole of which page? This page, the whole of this page, and created for us a simple standard post for an X account. So you can see the image here. Here is the image, very accurate to detail. You can use this image, or you can regenerate the image. If you don't like the image, you can generate more of the images. So let's say you want 10 images for this transformation, so you're just going to select 10 images. If you don't have a prompt, you can hit get suggestions. What this does is it's going to analyze the content again, the transformed content as well, and then it's going to suggest some prompts for those images. So let's wait, and as you can see, it has created a prompt for those images, right? As you can see, a vibrant. So you can copy this image, this prompt, and then you can go to ChatGPT, paste it there, or any image generation platform, and then it's going to generate an image for you. You select the image size, the image quality, and the number of images. These are going to consume your monthly images. The usage statistics or the usage stats, let's say you have 300 transformations, 200 images, they are going to reset every month as long as you pay. So once the transformation is done, you can either edit the content if you like it, or if you don't, you can leave it, or if you don't, you can regenerate. As you can see here, you can regenerate the content. Also, this is going to consume one transformation. Then what you're going to do here is you're going to download the image. It's using the X web feature, not the actual API. That's not yet integrated. As you can see, you'll be redirected to X to complete your post. So what you do first, for this is only for X accounts, you just download the image and then select the account, okay, and then you're going to publish. So you're going to hit publish. So let's publish. Why am I being redirected? Direct API posting to X requires an enterprise license. I've not yet purchased that API access plan. Once I do that, I'm going to integrate so that you can publish directly, but for now you use this. So continue to X is going to show a pop-up of my account, and then here it is. We're just going to select the image I downloaded. Here it is, and then that's how the post looks like. Let me add the image again, and then I'm going to post. So the post should be posted. Then let's open my X account and then refresh. And then as you can see here, the content was posted. So you can actually follow my account on X, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc. So we have this feature. I'm going to show you how it looks like when we publish with LinkedIn, and the same happens for Facebook and Instagram. So let's go back to the content page, transformations. Here now you can see the transformations. You can delete them, you can see it, the status, you can hit a new transformation. And then let's do one for LinkedIn, right? Let's do a standard post. Next, select the same brand voice and then select another target audience and then skip this, and then the same happens, and then select this as well, transform content. So we're going to wait for it to finish transforming. The content has been transformed. As you can see, this is our LinkedIn standard post. The content creation struggle is real for young professionals. And as you can see, the transformation actually matches what is here in this page. You can see 99.2%. And then we wait for the image. If the transformation is a bit complex, the image might take time. So here it is. And as you can see, that image looks good actually. And then if you don't want to use this for posting, you can always upload your own image, of which this feature is still under development. And yeah, that is what you are going to do. If you don't want to connect your account, you can copy the content as always, and then publishing is going to filter all the accounts you have. If you have 10, you can select one of those accounts. But for this, we are going, let me show you, we are going to do a direct publish, and then let's publish. As you can see, we are publishing now, and then content published. So let's come here in our LinkedIn, and then actually refresh here. Also follow my LinkedIn. As you can see, it has been posted immediately. Here is the post with the emojis, the content, the image. So let's come back here, and then now take you to another page where you have the published posts page. Every post you publish, okay, every post you publish, right now it's 2:23 a.m. and then you have published this, is shown in this page, and then you have scheduled content. So you don't want to actually publish that content right now. That's when you schedule it for later, and this is going to actually help when the automation feature comes. It's going to help you set up an automation. So every day you schedule, either every day at 9 a.m. the AI is going to do an automation for you, analyze content you attached, and then post for you automatically without you having to come back and do it manually every time. So let's hit publish and then schedule. Let's schedule it for June 28th 9 a.m. and then select the account. I can delete this first. Let's delete this, then come back and then schedule the post. Just going to schedule this content for later. Let's come back to published posts, and we actually have notifications, so you get notifications. And if you come to the scheduled content, you can see we have this LinkedIn post scheduled for June 28th 9 a.m. You can cancel it if you don't want to post it, or you can leave it as is and then it's going to be posted. So one more thing, let's come back and see if there's anything I missed. Yeah, so if you don't want to post directly, as I said, you can edit content. Here you can edit it, or you can edit it before posting. Okay, so you have this use custom content, and then you can edit it before posting. So let me show you how it looks like. These are platforms that you can actually connect, but what about those you can't connect, like blog posts, infographics? So let's create a new transformation, then open the blogs, and then a standard article. So you have selected blog post, or let's do a newsletter, a standard newsletter. You can select the same, professional, then persuasive, then next, generate an image for this, and then add this as well, then transform content. Also, when it's transforming content, we are going to wait, and then I'm going to show you the next feature we have, which is our media library. This is where we have transformed content. The images that are generated, they are posted, they are actually saved if you want to use them later. So what if you delete a transformation and then you want to keep the image? So that's why it's saved in the media. And then if you come and delete it from the media library, it's going to still be shown in the transformation. So this helps you to have a view of all the images you have. Okay, as you can see, I have many images here. You can add your own, you can upload your own media, either uploading manually or from a URL. We have the repurposed. We are going to come to this in a few. The harvested images are the ones we harvest when doing a web harvest. And then you have the templates. Here you create templates, the ones you want to use. Let's say you want to create a reusable template for LinkedIn announcements. Yeah, these are the ones we select when transforming content. And then you have snippets. The same, you can create snippets, either a reusable text snippets you can quickly add to your content. So let's come back and see if the transformation finished. So here it is, a newsletter. As you can see, just a beautiful newsletter you can send to your users. And then for this, since we don't have a publish functionality, you get copy, download image, download the content, or download a zip. This zip is going to download the content and the image. So for those that we don't have the publish functionality, you have these features where you can copy, download, and zip. So this is just an example. So for blogs, it's going to turn out like this. You can create a blog, post it to Medium, create a blog for your website. Yeah, so let's go to the next feature, which is the image repurposing. This is simply, let me open the media library, and then let's try downloading this one. Yeah, nice. And then come back to the image repurpose. So this, as I said, as you can see, these are repurposed iPhone images. These are repurposed computer image. So you want to source images from any website. Let's say it's your e-commerce website, a product, let's say, and then you want to actually remove the images from there. you're going to paste the URL here, and then it's going to harvest the images, and then it's going to show the images, all the images, and then you can select them. You can either upload or take the images from the library itself. So let me try uploading the one I just downloaded, this one. So the same happens when you extract images from a website. You can test this with your own websites, and then I've uploaded this image, so you're going to get many images from that website, and then you're going to select the ones you want. So next we hit continue. So here what happens is you select the amount of images you want. So if I want one, I'm just going to select one. This is going to consume your monthly image generations. Select the creativity level, the image size, and the style. You can select the natural. Start generation, so you're going to generate one image. If you selected 10 images, it's going to generate one image. So what happens is when you configure, the one of the AIs is going to analyze the image deeply, like analyze it deeply and create like 5 prompts for that image, and then the GPT image one is going to try and fetch the best image prompt for that image, and then it's going to create a similar image for you. So let's try generating the images. And as you can see, you get the progress generating new images with the AI prompt, and the transformation, the repurpose was finished, and as you can see, we have a new image of an iPhone, and then it actually has the prompts. So you can see you can download. If you had 10 images, you can download all as zip files. You can generate more, which takes you back to start over, and then let's actually start over, refresh. You can see now we have an image. We posted this image, and then now we have this one. So you see, even if you have like you've taken pictures of items, it can create better pictures for you. So we had this, and then it gave us this, which is a good thing. Yeah, so that's the image repurpose feature. You're going to let me know if the app is okay, anything, any features, any upgrades. Yeah, and if you come back to the dashboard, let's see, you can see the content we added. You can see it as recent activity, the transformation usage has updated, and then you have analytics. Here is where you get analytics of everything you've analyzed, the transformations you've had, and then this is the overview. We have content analysis. So the one I was telling you about, it analyzes the content and tries to give insights. So here you have an insight, just a small insight. This feature is still under construction because we need to integrate the analytics from now your social media accounts, so that you don't have to go and you actually see how the transformation is performing, and then the AI can actually learn from the analytics. So this page is still under construction: the audience analytics, the brand voice, the content analysis, the overview, and then the team management, which is still under construction. And then we have the billing page. Here is where you manage your subscription. Okay, and then you have an add-ons feature. Let's say you have a specific plan. You can purchase transformation packs only. You can purchase image generation packs. This means, let's say your main purpose to use the application is image repurpose, and then your plan's image generation packs have depleted, so you can come here and purchase more of that. Here you get your billing history, and then account settings, securities, the company details, and then you can contact support. So that's the application. I'm very happy I actually created my first SaaS application. I'll be waiting for your reviews, or if it's a good application, anything I can improve. I'm still working on it, but it's available. It is working as expected. The first version of the application is out. So if you want to save time, and if you want to have consistent you want to have consistency in what you post or what you create, you can check out Shotsfolio. I'll see you on the next video when I'll be taking you through the challenges, my development process when creating this application. It has a lot of work put into it for the last few months. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you try out Shotsfolio. Also follow me in my social media accounts. I'll really appreciate. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section, or you can DM me directly. You can text me. Yeah, let me know if there's any features you need or any improvements in the application. Bye, see you on the next one.